A major and shocking revelation has emerged regarding the proposed India-United States trade agreement, one that has now sent ripples through American political circles. A leaked audio recording has raised serious questions about whether the India-US trade deal was intentionally blocked from within the Trump administration itself. According to this leaked recording, Republican Senator Ted Cruz openly blames former President Donald Trump, Vice President J.D. Vance, and White House economic advisor Peter Navarro for derailing the nearly finalized trade agreement with India. As reported by Axios, the audio, approximately 10 minutes long, was shared by a Republican source and is believed to be recorded between early and mid-2025. In the recording, Senator Ted Cruz is heard speaking candidly with private donors, offering rare behind-the-scenes insight into internal conflicts within the Republican leadership. In the recording, Cruz claims that he was actively fighting inside the White House to move the India-US trade deal forward. When asked who was blocking the agreement, Cruz directly names Peter Navarro, Vice President J.D. Vance, and on several occasions, President Donald Trump himself. Cruz also raises serious concerns about Vice President J.D. Vance's role, stating that Vance's foreign policy outlook is deeply influenced by conservative podcaster Tucker Carlson and leans toward a more isolationist worldview, which conflicts with broader U.S. strategic and economic interests. During the same conversation, Senator Cruz strongly criticizes the Trump administration's tariff-heavy trade policy, warning that it could cause severe damage to the U.S. economy. He goes so far as to say that such policies could potentially push the country toward a political crisis, including impeachment-level consequences for the president. Cruz reveals that in early April 2025, shortly after sweeping tariffs were imposed, he and several other Republican senators made a late-night phone call to President Trump, urging him to reconsider the decision. According to reports from X, formerly Twitter, the call lasted well past midnight. However, Cruz tells donors that the conversation ended disastrously. He claims President Trump was extremely angry, shouted at the senators, and even used abusive language during the call. Despite warnings from within his own party, Trump reportedly refused to change course. In the leaked audio, Cruz explains that he explicitly warned the president of the political fallout ahead. He said that if by November 2026 Americans saw a 30% decline in retirement savings and 10 to 20% inflation in grocery prices, the Republican Party could face devastating losses. According to Cruz, such economic pressure could lead Republicans to lose both the House and the Senate, while exposing the president to continuous impeachment threats. This leaked recording paints a clear picture. Dissent within Trump's own political camp was far deeper than publicly acknowledged. It suggests that the collapse of the India-US trade agreement was not due to diplomatic failure, but rather internal political decisions, driven by Trump's personal governing style. At one point, the US side had even indicated publicly that a good deal with India was imminent, yet negotiations suddenly stalled and were eventually shelved. Despite this setback, India appears largely unfazed. Over the past year, India has signed multiple free trade agreements with other nations, expanded access to new global markets, and is now moving toward what officials describe as a historic large-scale trade agreement with Europe. As of now, no official response has been issued by the White House, Donald Trump, or Vice President J.D. Vance regarding the leaked recording. But one thing is now clear. The India-US trade deal did not fail at the negotiating table. It was blocked by political calculations inside the Trump administration itself. What are your thoughts on this revelation? Let us know in the comments.